Things are trending downwards. Another day to be ungrateful. But really, when you think about it, man, like of all the developed nations, I believe that, first world countries, I believe that America is the most dangerous just due to everyone in America has a fucking gun. And two, I also believe there's the most homeless people in America than any other developed country across the world. So let's just hear these tragic homeless stories and stories of people going homeless and why they became homeless. So let's just get right into it, man. There's a homelessness crisis going on, and definitely need to cover it.
This is the part I hate.
I'm 24.
24? How long have you been homeless?
10 months.
What? She's 24? Is that already a gray hair? Don't do drugs, kids. That's actually so sad. Hold up. Let me just go back. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that ain't true.
This is the part I hate.
I'm 24.
24?
Oh, fuck. It is true.
10 months.
And what I'm about to say may piss a lot of landlords off, but I don't really care.
There is no affordable housing. I have 2 weeks to find a house or else I'm going to be homeless.
I like this intro. This intro is hard.
Because I've been homeless, and I finally signed a lease, and I'm in my apartment, and so I'm gonna show you my crib.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, I felt that one, bro. Damn, I really did I felt her with that. Congrats for real, because man, hard times are a mother trucker, but hard times don't last, but tough people do. So salute.
I'm just excited, y'all.
Rent prices being over $1,500 a month. I have been outpriced at the rental market, and I live here in my car full time.
Because there's no fucking way you're telling me you have to spend $3,900 just to move into a bullshit ass fucking apartment.
Okay, first of all, if you're spending almost $4,000 a month for what you would say a bullshit ass fucking apartment, I don't see how that's possible. You're spending $4,000 a month in really any major city outside of New York and LA. You're getting a fucking top of the line fucking apartment. So make that make sense, lady. And I don't even think you ain't paying that much.
Affordable housing is a myth.
Rent is rising, paychecks aren't keeping up, and people are being forced out of their homes with nowhere to go.
Oh, here we
Today,
go. This guy again.
We're taking a raw look at the human impact of unaffordable
This guy
housing,
again.
the struggles of those living on the edge, and the heartbreaking stories of people fighting to stay afloat. This is more than just statistics. This is real life, real pain, and real survival.
I have to be out of my home in 2 weeks, which means I have 2 weeks to find a house or else I'm going to be homeless. And I am here to tell you that there is no affordable housing. Affordable housing is a myth. You cannot support a family on one full-time income. Let me say it again. There is nothing affordable out there. Trailers cost...
All right, what's affordable to you then? Because it's not true and it's not a myth. Yeah, inflation's a real thing, but here we go with this defeatist mentality again. And I'm not gonna have it pollute and infect my brain. What's affordable? Define affordable instead of just throwing around a buzzword like that. Define affordable.
As much as houses right
to
now.
You.
Trailers cost more than I have ever paid in rent for any place that I have ever lived at. Ever.
Still waiting to hear numbers.
From someone who constantly vents on the internet, I can tell you firsthand that most people do not care about your problems. I was homeless for a very short period of time, and I can tell you from that experience of being borderline homeless, most people do not care that you're struggling and do not care that you have problems. I came across a couple of nice people here.
And that's crazy that it's a woman saying this, because us men really see this, but women, a lot of people don't care about women's problems either. Women go through shit too, man. Just because they're a woman don't mean that there's always someone there that's just gonna save them. A lot of guys believe that. Women go through shit too. You know what I'm saying? And women, a lot of women's problems are ignored too. Do they have more support groups and more support systems that are more likely to get help? Absolutely. But that's not always the case that they will get help.
there. But for the most part, no one gave a crap that I was struggling. Not even men. Men, all they said was, oh, good luck with everything. Best of luck to you. I had no one come and save me. Eventually, I had family step in and like help me with like a place to live. But like literally, I had like no one that wanted to genuinely help me. It was truly like my faith in God that like powered me through. Let me tell you, being homeless, okay, being homeless is not fun. Living out of Airbnbs was not fun.
Hey everybody, my name is Tyler.
So wait, were you homeless or living in Airbnbs? I guess I get what she's saying. She didn't have a permanent residence. I guess that classifies as homeless. When I think of homelessness, it's like I'm thinking like you're living out your car. You don't actually have a roof over your head. You know what I'm saying? So but I guess.
And because of the out of control
the definition of homelessness,
that we're
right?
having in our country right now, and rent prices being over $1,500 a month, I have been outpriced at the rental market, and I live here in my car full time. And I wanted to give you a brief tour. So starting with the bed here, it is a 3-inch memory foam mattress topper, super comfortable. I have about 4 layers of blankets, which keeps me warm. Especially right now, we've got 20-degree weather at night, so it's pretty cold. Moving over here, I have my cooler. I've had a few people tell me I'm not supposed to have this cooler because I live in my car, but it actually was a birthday gift last year for my 30th birthday, and I just can't part with it. I absolutely love it. Keeps all my food cold and fresh for days. I absolutely just adore this cooler, so I'm not going to get rid of it. And in the back there, you can see I have 2 really comfortable pillows. I'm about 5.
I'm 24.
24? How long you been homeless?
10 months.
10 months? What made you homeless? What caused it?
I don't usually speak about that one. I lost my kid.
Okay, no problem. Do you, how hard is it to be homeless out here?
It's pretty difficult.
What makes it difficult?
Drugs, gangs, nothing but violence, a lot of shootings, no resources available.
So you're right next to Cass. What do you think about the resources at Cass?
They're all out of resources. They expended everything.
Yeah,
they were able to clean up a lot, but they use so much that they no longer have anything. Everything's shutting down in there.
Is it? What's the next step of your progress, like getting off the street?
We're hoping to we're gonna try out the SOS lot.
I'm like crying tears of joy because I've been homeless, and I finally like signed a lease, and I'm in my apartment, and so I'm gonna show you my crib. Sorry, I'm like really emotional, but thanks to the help of some friends and the community and crowdfunding and asking for help, I was able to get into this apartment.
Well, okay, so now we see, this scenario. Let's be real, guys. Most guys, you try to do this methods of how she got the help, you wouldn't get it. So, yeah, women are more likely to be helped, obviously. So this is a situation that, congratulations and all that, but, it would have been a little more respectful if you just got it out the mud yourself. But at the end of the day, why would you refuse help, right? So
I'm so incredibly grateful.
I hope you are.
I haven't had
a lot of people don't get help like you did
recently, and so I can finally get back on track, and I'm so excited and I'm so grateful, and I wanted to share this moment with you all. So for the people that have helped me and sent donations, thank you so much for
at least she's humble enough to actually acknowledge the people that helped her and like try to not frame it like she had to get out the mud, you know what I'm saying? So respect for that.
Into this apartment, onward and upward from now on, and I'm working full time, so I can't wait. Thank you, everybody. God bless you, and happy holidays.
I'm homeless, and this is how I date. I shower and get ready at the gym, and then I take my stuff to storage since it's not that far. I Uber to and from the date, even though they usually ask to come and pick me up. I don't mention being homeless until the second or third date, but it hasn't been an issue so far. If you have a problem with me dating, just remember I'm homeless by choice, and unlike you, I don't have any rent to pay.
Damn, even let you be a dude dating and the chick find out you homeless, unless you're like a top tier chatty of the chatties, it ain't gonna that ain't gonna work out for you too well. So, you know, it just shows kind of the imbalances in the dating. You know, a lot of niggas is horny and trying to get their rocks up too, so she shouldn't, you know, who knows, they may just be trying to crack, and that's it.
So I've been homeless for nearly 6 months now. Keep in mind, I'm sober, I work out every day, I don't bother anyone. And I just had a situation, and this has happened a couple times now in different ways, and it continues to be one of my biggest pet peeves because I was never this type of person. But people will say things to me and make different comments to me that they would never say if I wasn't currently homeless. But because they think that I'm basically down and out of life and not on their level, that now they can speak to me as...
That's fucked up, man, and you should really pop them in their fucking mouth. But I doubt they're saying that shit to you in person, though. If I was, nigga, even if I'm rich and in a fucking $10 million mansion, you talking crazy to me, don't expect not to get popped in your fucking mouth. Alright, bet. You want to test me with the words? Let me test you with this fucking chin check. And see how you respond to that. See if you got anything else to fucking say.
Certain type of way that never used to fly. And I was never the type of person. I've always treated a janitor with the same respect that I would
a
CEO.
See, and people are fucking goofy, man. They try to act like they better than you and shit and all that stuff, bro. But at the end of the day, it's really just insecurity, bro. They're just projecting how they really feel about themselves, man. And especially if you're talking down on someone who's down bad, bro. The same thing you laugh at could be your pain, bro. In the day, it shows you've never been through nothing. If you go and laugh at someone going through the struggle and stuff, you never been through nothing. First thing I think of when this guy talking to me like that, like, man, remember when I was fucked up and I was just like, really just trying to get through the next day. Just trying to survive another week, nigga. No? Oh, like...
And so it's funny to me how many people will disrespect me because they think I'm not going to get out of this situation and that I'm not going to be way more successful than them. And it's even crazier to me that you can disrespect the homeless guy, you can belittle the homeless guy, but you can't fight the homeless guy. When it comes to fighting, oh no. I can spew shit from my mouth, but I can't back it up at all. Isn't that crazy? And so I'm just making this video, honestly, because I'm just pissed. I'm fucking annoyed. I'm tired of this shit.
I feel it.
And I'm going to look back on this video because I know I'm going to be successful in my life. That's the vision I continue to keep. And every person that belittled me because they thought that I would never make it out of this chapter,
I still can't wrap my head around people belittling someone because, bro, those are the type of people that really just need to get their fucking teeth knocked out their mouth, bro. Like, really. People like that never got fucking punched in the fucking face. Like, straight up, bro. Violence is the answer in situations with people like that because you gotta just knock people off their high horse, man. People be on their high horse, bro, and it's really just a defense mechanism because deep down inside, they know they ain't shit.
Look back on them, and I'm gonna still wish them the best. I'm never gonna look down on somebody because of their position in life. I don't care who you are, and if I'm ever gonna disrespect somebody, I'm gonna be able to back it up with my hands.
There we go.
That's all I gotta say. Sorry, had to get that out.
There we go. Because most people ain't about that life anyways. They ain't down to fucking rumble. So there you go. Like, you're already like a top like 5%er if you're down to fucking like a million, or you're already a top 5%er if you're down to actually like, you know, get physical with the confrontation. Because most men, they yappers and they ain't really about that shit at all.
I don't like to give to the homeless because homeless people don't be homeless. I promise you, they don't be homeless for real. Every time I go into Walmart, there's a homeless lady and there's her son, right? They're always sitting outside. They're always wearing the same things, the same pair of clothes. They look homeless. Everybody will always walk past them. They wouldn't say anything to them. They wouldn't give them. They wouldn't even offer like that. They wouldn't offer them a fucking dollar. I always felt bad. So I guess today I was feeling rich. I don't know why the fuck I was feeling rich. Bank account on negative. I couldn't tell you. But we surviving. Bills is paid. Living. We tea. So I walk up to them and I say, hey, you know, can I get you guys something to eat? You know, if you're homeless, 9 to 10 you haven't eaten, right? She looks at me dead in my face and says, sorry, I'm not hungry. Oh. Did somebody give you some food? She says, no, I'm just not hungry. Oh, period, my bad. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. So, you know, I politely asked, I said, is there anything I can get you guys? Is there anything I can do for y'all? So then they just asked, hey, can we just have some money? I said, you know, unfortunately, I don't carry cash, but I can go in and buy something for you. Why the fuck this bitch gonna look at me and say, oh, we take Cash App or Zelle? What the fuck? I didn't pay no mind, okay? I gave them the money. I cashed up them the money. She gave me her cash tag, whatever case may be. I go into Walmart. I was in Walmart for like an hour. As I'm leaving Walmart, they're leaving as well. So I get in my car and I look. 4 cars down, I see the homeless people. Why the fuck did they get in a Mercedes Benz? Give me my fucking money back, you fucking liars.
Great time, y'all. How y'all doing? My name Vaughn. I'm currently homeless. As far as you've been following my story, all my clothes got stolen yesterday. I went to the store and I left my clothes with an older gentleman, and he stole all my clothes, most of my hygiene, my shoes, everything I need, because I wash up in like the libraries and stuff like that. So I have like my little hygiene products. He stole all that, my little snacks. He stole everything I had, and my money. I only had $50 left. That was what I was gonna use for a hotel. So I had a hotel the other day, and I'm just really trying to get back on my feet. I can't get in the shelter till next week. So if anybody could help me get a hotel, possibly, and some food, something to eat, it'd be a blessing. I'd be very grateful. And once I get on my feet, I definitely don't mind paying it back or paying it forward. Just anything. I'm very grateful. My mom passed away recently, and it just been tough for me, and I've been trying to do my best to
Damn,
stay
bro.
sane.
You got something big coming on the horizon, bro. Cause you lost your mom and you going through this shit, bro. Ain't no way God don't got something in store for you, bro, right around the corner, bro. Ain't no way, bro. I feel for you. Damn, that sucks, man. And he's being a fucking man about it too, bro. For real.
I work out, I go to the gym, that's where I shower. I'm not a bad person. I try to do the right things. I try to be good to people. Even though I'm homeless, I still try to help homeless people going through my things. And it's so crazy. I walked to the store, I was coming back with money for that man. You know what I'm saying? And a couple little snacks items for him. So it was just kind of fucked up that he stole my last $50 in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I was changing out to give him a couple of dollars so he can get on the bus, because he said he was struggling too. So, and he said he had lost his kid. So that hurt my heart. So it's just crazy that some people would do that. I love y'all.
Yes, I did say we are one paycheck away, because let's say right now rent is around $2 grand. Let's say you have 10 grand saved. How long before that 10 grand is gone with rent, lights, water, gas, cell phone, food, daycare if you have it, gas in your car, maintenance on your car, mortgage or homeowner's insurance or renter's insurance? So again, yes, I did say some of us are one paycheck away, because another job is not around the corner, and you know it. Ask the people that have been looking.
The 3 states with the most homeless people in the United States. Number 3, Florida. In Florida, one of the sunniest and most tourist-heavy states in the United States, approximately 31,000 people are homeless. This situation is exacerbated by the lack of affordable housing and frequent natural disasters, such as hurricanes, which destroy homes and worsen the plight of vulnerable individuals. Number 2, New York. New York also faces a significant homelessness crisis, with 103,000 people living without homes. New York City alone accounts for a large portion of this figure, with thousands of people residing in temporary shelters or on the streets. The primary cause is the high cost of living, particularly the exorbitant rent prices, which make it difficult for many residents to secure housing.
Yeah, New York is just a walking scam, bro, for real, bro. Like, if you can make it in New York, if you can live in New York and make it, bro, you can fucking make it anywhere, bro. Real rap.
Number 1, California. California,
and Cali too. Same thing with Cali.
Populous state in the United States, has the highest number of homeless individuals. With
Damn, California really got the most people in the U.S. live in Cali? That makes sense. I'm curious how many
1,000 people living without homes. Los Angeles and San Francisco are particularly affected by this crisis. The skyrocketing property prices, housing shortages, and high population density contribute significantly to this alarming situation.
Y'all being homeless and camping is crazy as hell, but thank you so much.
Damn, 42 fucking million? That's insane.
For the setup thing. It's actually crazy in here. There's a cat eating right now, but our air mattress literally fucking popped the first night that we were here, and so we slept on the floor, and it ended up being wet as hell. And so we have tarp underneath there because we're all sick now because of that. Cat litter box needs to be changed. The babies play over there. So that's tent number 1. And then over here we got the boys' hoop, bunch of stuff to eat and stuff like that. His chair, my chair is inside of this tent. Let's see. This one's kind of like just storage, kind of a bunch of just bull crap. But my package is over there. And
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm 18 years old and I live in my truck. The one cabin. I'm just a girl running away from her toxic parents. I've never had a job before, but today is literally my first day at Jack in the Box. I've been homeless for 4 days. I started this with $200. And yesterday, I literally ran out of money. And this lady messaged me, said she could give me money, but I was like, no, I can clean your house. I can cook for you. Just tell me what to do so I can earn the money. And she ended up giving me $50 for helping her clean her yard and the inside of her house. Her daughter went off to college and she gave me these cute little sandals. With that money, I went to a gas station, filled up my tank. I got myself a Red Bull. Like I said, today's my first day at Jack in the Box. The manager said that I could eat for free because of my situation until I got paid. But whenever I do get paid, I'm gonna pay him back. And a lot of you have been telling me to put my cash up on my bio, put a Amazon wish list, and I will not be doing that. I grew up with very toxic parents. I know how to work and I will earn my own money. If you want to
I can't believe this is coming out of a woman's mouth. Oh my gosh. Accountability and wanting to actually earn something instead of want to actually provide value in exchange for something instead of just wanting to take. I can't believe this is like, bro, she's a keeper, bro. Whoever finds her is a lucky guy because she actually has, I don't know, morals, a work ethic, a brain.
support me, just like and comment on my video.
This is the part I hate.
Fucking believe it.
What I'm about to say may piss a lot of landlords off, but I don't really care at all. But I'm gonna read to y'all the qualifications that this person wants for this house, and it ain't an amazing ass house. We're not talking about anything super expensive. The rent, like I said, is $16.95, $40 application fee per adult. They want you to make 3.5 times the rent. Standard for whatever reason is 3 times the rent. When majority of Americans don't even make 3 times a $1,600 a month rent. I don't know where people just get up and be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna make this a national standard that people have to make 3 times the rent amount. Majority of people can afford 2 times the rent on a specific basic home like this. But this person is going even further. They don't want you to have 3 times the rent. They want you to have 3.5 times the rent. They want the last 2 years of your W-2s, the last 3 months of your check stub, driver's license or ID, social security card. They want you to make 2 months worth of rent as your security deposit before you even move in, and you have to have a credit score of at least a 670. I'm trying to tell you off the bat, that disqualifies so many people from being able to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually low-key a lot of qualifications, bro. Like, that's low-key kind of OD, bro. Like, but I understand why they doing that, bro. A lot of people be crashing out, bro, and a lot of people just like, just like how banks are tightening up on the loans they give out to people. Same thing with this situation. So I really do understand from a property management perspective as to why they actually do that. But it is kind of a lot of qualifications, and it does, and I'm sure it's not very helpful to a lot of people. I remember I was in an effed up position one time, and I had to move. Hey man, you know it's something called a PDF editor. You can, edit your bank statements. Yeah, I did that shit.
In a home that is decent. Let's add that up, why don't we? Off the rip, you have to pay first month's rent, $16.95. You have to pay $40 application fee per adult, and let's just say the standard adult is 2 adults, right? You have to pay, if you have a pet, which majority of people in Houston do have pets, dogs, it's a $250 non-refundable fee per pet. So let's just say you have a pet. We're gonna add that up, and then you have to make 2 months of the rent to equal the amount of the security deposit. So that's $16.95 times 2.
This is gonna be the last joint we watch.
Brush my teeth. Deodorant, of course, cannot smell. Put my pajamas up. These things actually starting to make me sweat every night. Place one of my bags on top of the other to make it easier before I change my shoes. I put on different shoes today just because why not?
I said myself smell myself. I'm like, do I smell? As soon as she said I cannot smell, I'm just like, make sure I smell good.
Of course, this is all I have for breakfast. The food here has honestly gotten to me. Come do my voiceovers for my TikTok content and whatever else I need to finish up for the morning. They actually took.
I'm not gonna lie, like, nigga, you homeless. Last thing you should be doing is posting shit on TikTok. But I mean, I guess everyone thinks they can make it on TikTok and make some money on TikTok. But shit, man.
Y'all gotta stop coming up here. So there's that. I gave myself a tarot reading, and it pretty much told me that everything was about to happen.
All right, bro. I gotta just cut off this shit now. Tarot cards now. All right, TikTok and tarot cards. I wish you the best of luck in getting out that situation, but those two probably won't help you too much. All right, so it's happening here in England. Also, people being made homeless through no fault of their own. These are scary times we live in right now. I mean, it's always been the same shit, bro. There's always been homeless people. Life's always been real, bro. So it's not like now is any different than, it has been for like the last, 5, 7, 10 years, right? But for the grace of God, there go I. Imagine being excited to brush your teeth and bathe, something I've never given a second thought. That truly humbled me. Not for sure. 100%. And anyone watching this, I hope God, blesses you guys, man, and just keeps you out this situation, man. And y'all just keep going hard. And when you guys do get up, start getting some momentum, that you guys really maximize and take advantage of that momentum, because, you just never know what can happen, man. So you just got to stay the path. That's a funny thing. CEOs are the most disrespectful people on the planet. I'd rather respect the janitor. 100%, man. A janitor, bro, like, they're the most humble. Like, bro, a janitor, bro, like, how, like, there's this saying, like, the first in this world is going to be, like, the last in the afterlife. Like, bro, janitors are, like, a perfect example. Like, man, a lot of people think they're better than walk over them and stuff like that, but really, they're the most humble and probably best-hearted people on this planet, bro. They're willing to clean other people's shit, bro. They're willing to clean up after people, bro, for a measly pay, and someone has to do that job, and they're doing it. Because most people I would turn my nose up to that shit. I'm just going to be honest. But they're willing to do it. So I got to respect that. We'll end with this. If you don't have kids now, do not have them until you can be 100% financially stable. 100%. If you're bringing another person in this world that didn't have the choice or ask, because let's be real, none of us asked to be here. So with that said, if you're bringing someone into this world that never asked to be here, especially nowadays in this world, it's always been crazy. But life just gets crazier, and I guess the general consensus is life tends to get harder for the average person as well as time goes on. So if you're going to bring someone who didn't ask to be here into this world, the least you can do is just make sure they're set up good. That's responsible. But, of course, the people who have the most damn kids are people that don't do that or don't even think about that. Jobs are no longer secure, and the global economy is changing for the worse. If you have kids, you're responsible for them for the next 18 years. That's if the kid's super capable. But realistically, more like the next 24, 25 years, even maybe up to 30 years old, depending on how these kids is turning out. A lot of kids are staying with their parents, bro. A lot of kids in their 20s, they're just not holding their own, bro. So, I'll just keep it at that, man. It's your boy DD signing off, man, and I will catch you guys on the next one.